Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to present our group project, which we are from group 3 and our company name is Arau Help. Next we go to our group member. Firstly, Nur Izzah binti Asmadi, Muhammad Ali Faikal bin Muhammad Tajuddin, and lastly Nur Shazani binti Azri. Next we go to our company background. The Arau Clinic was founded in 2019 by Encik Rahman. He got an idea to open a systematic clinic in Arau. The main focus of our clinic was to smoothen the process of clinic management system. Rahman created a system that will make all patient data safe safely. Next, this is our ERD. We have 9 entities. Firstly, staff cat, treatment list, patient, registration, drug, payment, drug list, and treatment. Next, we go to database system demo.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I'll be continuing the form demonstration of our database. So first thing that we see is we have the login form. So login form is for those who is already registered as a staff in the clinic. So they have their specific staff ID and a password. For example, I'll be using the S05 and password GTG to log in. And when you log in, we'll redirect to the navigation form. So navigation form is basically a list of forms and reports where you can easily switch from one to the other. If you want to check the report, you can just press track list report and then you look at all the latest report. And so does the drug list form or patient form. So let's go to staff form. Okay, what is staff form? So basically, staff form is when new staff is in the who are new to the clinic, new in the clinic, so they want to register as a staff, so they have to fill in this form. So for example, use staff ID S04 and staff full name Rani, staff last name Ibrahim, and his phone number and the category ID. Now usually the staff ID and the category ID we have been set it earlier way before we gave this form to staff to fill. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna press add, and when this happens, just press save and it will save into your database. So next we have patient form. So patient form is basically every patient that has come to our clinic, they will need to uh, we will fill in this form based on the information that we've gathered from the patient itself. So when we have gathered all of it, we just press add and save, and the rest is pretty much the same. Drug class, all the drug class ID, the date that manufactured, the date that expired, and the comment. Usually for the drug, we put a comment about how many times that the medicine or drug that the patient should take so that they don't forget or over consume the medicine. And it's pretty much the same on the treatment list. So basically, treatment list is where uh, after we have done a treatment on a patient, we will fill. Usually, doctors fill um, this form to, you know, mm, to uh, to keep the data of the patient, how many we charges for the treatment, and so on. And lastly, we have the payment form. So payment form is where we when patient want to pay the the fee that we have been charged to the patient after their consultation or treatment or anything that uh, we clinic offers. Uh, we have the payment code. This payment code usually is very specific. The register ID is specific to the total payment is how much we charges them. It also includes the treatment form and all the drugs that we gave and the payment date lastly. It's when the payment happened. So when you're done, just press add and save. So I think that is all for me. I am going to pass the rest of the demonstration to my groupmate Isa. Thank you.
Now I will demonstrate for the reports. First, we have patient report. So we have patient ID, patient name, patient gender, patient address. Patient ID will display the ID for the patient. Patient name will display the name for the patient. Patient gender will display the gender for the patient. And then patient address will display the address for the patient. So the purpose of this patient report is for the staff to look at their patient's report, and if there will any problems that will occur, they can just refer at the patient ID. Next, we have staff report. Here we have staff ID, staff F name, staff L name, phone number, and the category staff category ID. So staff ID will display the ID for the staff. Staff F name is the first name for the staff. Staff L name is the last name for the staff, and then their phone number and their category number. Next, we have payment report. So we have payment code, register ID, payment date, and total payment. So payment code will display the code for the payment, and then the register ID for each of the patient, and then payment date is the date when the payment is made, and the total payment for the treatment. Alright, next is for the report based on query. Okay? So first we have this query which displays patient name, patient gender, manufacturer, and count drug. So here we have patient name, but only with patient gender who is female, and then it was also sorted by the manufactured drug. Alright, next we have the next query is the staff. We have the staff first name, staff L name, phone number, and their category ID. But here we sorted staff last name in descending order. Lastly, we have the query that displays a payment code and the total payment. So here we have payment code, and then it will displays the total payment for based on the payment code. I think that is all from our group. Thank you.